Yes, guys, welcome back to Star Die TV. My name is Jacob. This is your Chelsea versus Pafos day off the video. We have got some good guests today. We're joined by Enzo, Dan, and we've got someone else joining in a minute as well. How are we doing, boys?
I'm doing good.
That's what we love. That's what we like to see.
I'm doing good as well, Buff. Just doing in the excitement moment from what a Wonder Terror game from last night. What an embarrassed game. Big ups for letting me on again, boys.
Yeah, mate, lovely to have you on. I mean, yeah, just do you want to give me a quick summary of the game quickly? We'll start with you, Yusuf.
I mean, obviously we were standing outside Stamford Bridge. You remember I gave you a quick summary there, and obviously I'm just going to repeat it now. I mean, we started off the game, let's just say, a bit poorly, but then we get that goal with Enzo Fernandez, which I'll be honest, I think it should have counted, but it got disallowed anyway. And then again, just like sometimes with Maresca's football, Liam Rosinia's football is in full effect. Sideways, backwards. Boring football.
Yeah.
So all the fans in the Matthew Harding end, where I was anyway, I mean, you saw where I was, like, nearly everyone's groaning of like, oh, why have you passed to him? Why have you passed to him? Just shoot.
Shoot.
Like,
Exactly. Honestly, I do want to say quickly before we want to hear it from Dan as well, but I do think sometimes I call this Sunday League Chelsea, but I feel like Chelsea can't even do things that Sunday League teams can. Like, why don't you shoot right? Go on, Joseph, you continue.
Yeah, exactly. Why can't someone just thunderbolt it from outside the box? Like, try it. It could work. You never know.
Yeah, no, definitely.
We go into halftime 0-0, obviously. Everyone's thinking, well, expected more, definitely. But then come out for the second half. Again, sideways, backwards. Only going out to the flanks. Rarely going down through the middle where Liam Delap is.
Yeah.
And then we finally get that goal in like the 75th minute or whatever it was with Caicedo.
Yeah.
I'm surprised people were celebrating at that. It's embarrassing, mate.
You will celebrate.
Embarrassing that it took us about 70 or so minutes to score against Pafos.
Well, no. I'll give you my thoughts in a minute. I mean, go on, Dan. Do you want to give us your summary?
Yeah, big ups. Everyone, make sure you smash that like and subscribe to Jacob's channel as well. Yeah, big ups to Lucy for speaking about that as well, man. The games is ridiculous. It was ridiculous. It was a joke. It was shambles. It was embarrassing for the club itself. We're meant to be a big club for Chelsea Football Club. Playing against a team who spent 450 grand. It's like basically a Ukraine Blue Conference League team to struggle to play against them. David Luiz, big up to David Luiz, man, showing love for Chelsea. What a legend that centre back was for Chelsea. But I was happy there. But yes, he couldn't play because he's injured. But if he played, I think he'd have got a goal against us.
Oh yeah.
Like to come and hunt us. The whole atmosphere, like, was terrible. Yes, Enzo's goal should have been a goal. Right, yeah, it was a slight push on the Pafos player, but the Pafos player, the VAR, it was clearly you could see it was a goal, but from them till the second half, from the 77th minute, go and get a 1-0. Yeah, they might be playing low block and that, yeah, but a team like that, you spent over 2 billion on what? What have you actually spent, like 2 billion on what? Yeah, Estevao came on the second half to change the game around. But to win a 1-0 game against Pafos, it was a joke. And it must be a must-win game. But, yeah, go on, I'll give me a second, guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'll break it down quickly. I mean, started off again. I didn't think we were all that bad. I just think we didn't finish our dinner properly. I thought the refereeing decisions weren't good, but then at the end of the day, we know what well, we know this, or at least it feels like there's a bias against us from refs. But we still couldn't finish our dinner. I thought Garnacho was okay. I didn't really I thought a lot of hate he got was undeserved. But look, if we go through, but assuming we go through, we either win in the playoffs or hopefully not even have to worry about it. At least Chelsea fans probably ain't gonna have to spend loads going somewhere because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 English teams in the top 8, mate, in the Champions League table. And like, if our full strength lineup can't beat these, then I'm sorry, but every single one of them's got to go that started, or 9 or 8 or 9 or even 10 players have got to go because it was an embarrassing. It was a one-off, but we play like that every week, mate. Like Pafos, no disrespect, but I'm gonna Google actually I don't admit, but I don't even think a Pafos. I think a national there's probably national league teams that have higher budgets and probably some better players than Pafos. Like, it's an embarrassing. It's embarrassing. We didn't do more of our chances. We looked okay. I didn't really get the goalkeeping sub, but maybe it might just be an injury or something. I'm not really too sure. So I don't want to hate on it too much, but just didn't really feel.
I'm going to ask you guys a quick question on this game. Because we look at the stats. The stats is there.
Yeah,
right. We had more possession, more contribute of the game. We had more corners, and then you had there was a few bookings. Do you think these players actually respect Leon Wosner? Because the way the performance from yesterday's game, you're telling me a £2 billion spent of players, world class players, what we meant to have,
world class players. Is that
this is what I'm saying.
Oh,
So
God.
that's what they're saying, yeah. Elite players, yeah. The team that won the Club World Cup, the team that won the Confidence Cup, right, last season, yeah. To play a team like this and winning 1-0, do you think that they really were honest? What I'm trying to say, do you think this team could have done more better yesterday? Or do you think they just didn't want to play for Liam Wosner? Because we look at it, yeah, they could have won at least about 6 or 7 goals.
No, I get what you're saying. I mean,
It looked like they didn't care, if I'm being honest.
They didn't care, didn't they?
But no, I mean, look.
Starting players. A few
Yes.
players always look like they care. But
Can I say, why are we bringing on João Pedro? He's incompetent. Don't play. They're only tell you to play him. Tell him 2 words. You probably know what I'm saying. Tell him where to stick it, mate. Honestly, they say play João Pedro. I'll just tell him to go. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Just tell him absolutely not. Tell him do something about it. What are you gonna do? Sack me? Yeah, then give me all that money. Then you're gonna owe me all this money. Do you know what I mean? Like, João Pedro is so incompetent. I don't know why you bring him on. I can acknowledge your lad didn't have the best of games, but you're trying to win a game and you bring on João Pedro. I don't want to be like this, right? But I do just feel like our owners are so incompetent, and it is because we all know the owners are having a say in this. Which I think, I don't know about you guys, but I don't really, well, personally at least, I don't agree with. I think they should mind their own business or leave. Leave would be the best case scenario. But I just don't understand it. How many, I can't even trying to find how many goals João Pedro scored last season, but I'm just having to scroll down so much.
I think he scored trying to figure out. A lot of them were penalties.
Honestly, they're not. It's not even in the top. I'm trying to find it. It's not even in the top 50, mate. Apparently, just saying.
The thing with Joel Pedro, what came on, Jacob, the thing with Joel Pedro come on because Liam Delap on that pitch was useless. He didn't look like he had a good game. Him and Garnacho on that pitch yesterday were so poor. People I understand people say, oh, he might not got the service, but the lineup was like the same what we always do in other games. And where Joel Pedro comes on, we know he's not a number 9, a typical number 9. It's more like a 10 role where he could play on the left wing. But when Joel Pedro came on, he did more contribute in that game with Esteval, right, and Caicedo. Before the game kicked off, I said to my mate Alan when we did the watch because my first one it bugged up because I'm on new to this thing, and the chat wouldn't come up, so I had to end it and then go on to the next one. And then the next minute I've got the chat thing. This is my second time I've been on stream on this Vice, this new thing what I'm using. But we watched the game from all of it. Yes, as a fan, when you go to the stadium, it's a different atmosphere to the TV because you can see it wider. Well, on TV, you can still see the game, but it's a different motion. But you still can see more respect. But you can still see them. You can still see the full team on the pitch. Caicedo, it was I think Caicedo, and apart from Hato on that pitch, and maybe Esteval, was probably our best players on that pitch.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Pedro scored. He was 25th top scorer in the league, which proves my point. But no, I do get what you're saying. Personally, I would rather. I'd rather watch Ice Melt than watch João Pedro play, mate. Like it's like I don't understand it. I don't understand the goalkeeping sub. Obviously, we don't really know the reason behind that. Cucurella came on, done pretty decent, but mate, this is Pafos. Like it's 1-0. Is that it? Bear in mind, I do respect like they did beat Villarreal. They scored the Etihad in the Champions League as well. But these lot of 5, even though they've got a game down, these lot of 5 points behind first in the Cypriot League. It's an embarrassment. Personally, I think it's an embarrassment.
Honestly, I agree. I agree with what you're saying, Jacob. I'm not going to state Joel Pedro because he is a good player, but I think in the system for me, you could tell. I think Lucifer, and Jacob, you could tell for a minute. Liam Rosser, who's came in, is still playing Enzo Marasca's system.
Yeah, true.
Because where you got a manager that comes in, he's got to know the players. You've got to wait till a month. It's basically been bed in. When you get bed in to manage a football club, you've got to keep the same system for a while. What the old managers play with the players. Then after that, you'll change your tactics. As me as a semi-pro, I had different. I know because with different. I've had different managers when I used to play like semi-pro for Brentford Football Club. When I was lining up Wimbledon, there was different kind of managers from at PB United. In Crystal Palace, I was online there. It's like all that, right? All them different manager systems. You've got. It takes you time to work on that level of what the manager actually wants in the system of his tactics. But I think give it a couple of weeks. I think we see better control on the players where Liam Worcester will say to the team in training, okay, lads, you're used to what I'm doing. We're not going to be doing this, and you'll be having things. because you can actually see the difference. He's still using Enzo's tactics on the pitch where it's not working, but you can see half a part of Liam Worcester's tactics where the two CDMs, it's like a 6 defense, and then you got the 4, then you got the 3 and the 1, like attacking. But then what you'll see is like the 2 CDM, it'll be like a 4-1-4-1, where you like have a whole thing. That's what he's doing. But you're in a coming till the end of this month. What I'm gonna say, there's totally his system will be a different kind of play when we will see him on the pitch, and hopefully it works.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Joseph.
I mean, yeah, I could completely agree with everything Dan said there. Like, I really have nothing to add. Like, he's just put in plain English for you. Like,
Yeah, no, definitely. I do want to say as well. Obviously, every sort of manager sort of does it to an extent. Like we saw, Arne Slot won the league playing Jurgen Klopp's football for a year. But what we've learned from Liverpool is that when the transition between an old manager system and yours can be quite a hard transition. We see like Liverpool. I mean, I don't think they deserve all they like. They're doing okay this season. Definitely not great. I know players like Salah have dropped off massively, but like it's such a hard thing to transition. And my question to you guys is: do you think Liam Reservoir is going to be able to do that and do that efficiently? Joseph, go on, you start.
really don't know.
Yeah.
Genuinely, like any manager that comes under this ownership, genuinely, good luck to them. That's that's not even me saying that Liam Racine is a bad manager.
He is.
I'm not saying he's bad, but like he's not our level. If you get me.
If you get me, the West London's coming out now.
Yeah.
You get me. You get me.
The people I hang around with, let's just say it's just got to me.
No, fair enough, bruv. You get me like that.
Well, there you go.
No, fair enough. I mean, yeah, like it's like we saw what Liam was doing. Like your coaching CV is probably just as good as he is. He's a failed pundit. He's a whole City manager reject. Obviously left Strasbourg to join Chelsea. Got probably more experience and, in my opinion, better manager than Gary O'Neill, who, by the way, I think is an elite manager. I don't think the Wolves situation is his fault, and I think probably any other manager in the Premier League, barring 2 or 3, would have been out with them a long time ago.
Just as you've mentioned Gary O'Neill, would like to say, I'm gonna put money on it. Well, I'm not actually gonna put money on it, but for all these people who like to bet, yeah, when Liam Rosenior leaves the job, Gary O'Neill to be the next Chelsea manager. Remember,
Mate,
I said that.
Bet on one of them, like betting apps, like without actual real money, like bet it on Armada or something.
Trust me, that will happen.
Yeah, go on, Dan. What are you thinking about that?
I'm not criticising Liam Rosenior. Yeah, I think in the press conference, he's got so much experience. His dad, one of them, he used to be a really quality player, a real good football player. His dad was, and also his dad also did manage it a little bit, and he was quite a good manager. I can't blame Liam Rosenior to take the Chelsea job. We all know the standards. He ain't the level of Chelsea Football Club, but it's the owners what's gone backwards, because you're bringing a manager that has not won any kind of cup competition or any kind of league in history as a manager. But it's proven players before, like Liam Delap when he was Hull City's manager. Can you get him out there? Can you get Liam Delap out of his best in a team at Chelsea. I don't think he can because Chelsea is a big club. He also managed with Andrew Santos at Strasbourg and delivering Andrew Santos very well.
Yeah, can I just say quickly, this is his dad, just so you guys want to have a read through.
Yeah.
Go on, Dan. Go on, what are you saying?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
Like the thing with Liam Worcester joining the Chelsea, we're still in the cup competition. We're still in the FA Cup. We're through to the next round of the. We're still got the Caribbean Cup to try and go through to the final against Arsenal away, and we've got one more game in the Champions League. The performance against Pafos last night was shocking. It was embarrassing, but we still got the 3 points. And result, people could say by the day we got the result over the line. If we go play Napoli like that next week, because Napoli are a better side, got a better structure, got a better team, than Pavos, and also they got Conte, our ex-Chelsea icon manager, who used to win us the Premier League, and they've got a few of Man United and Chelsea players, and then I don't want to mention his name. They've got the Lukaku sweat, who the guy who ruined our football club. But Lukaku is a good striker, and if he can't, even though he was on the bench last night, didn't play for Napoli yesterday, then when they drew 1-1, if he's back for that game, back from injury, whatever they say he's injured or not, I don't think he is. If he starts that game on next week against us,
He'll score.
He will score, and a long
Scott,
way.
And Scott McTominay will score to make things worse.
Yeah. So
What they call him, the White Yaya Toure.
yeah, and can Liam Rosler do that?
Yeah.
I don't think he can. What they should have done is because we know all four us are not going to win the Champions League. We know full well. Yes, we got the heritage. I said along if Enzo Maresca still was in charge, I think we would going to win the Champions League because the way I see him won the World Cup, the Conference League, and he has more cup favourite to go and win it, not the Premier League. But now we got Liam Rosner in charge. I don't see him as capable to go in a cup. If he does, I'll be surprised, Lucy, for Jacob. I will be a surprise if he did go win a Champions League. Start people say, look when Di Matteo never been in charge. Di Matteo came into Chelsea, and what did he do? Gonna won us the Champions League. But I say but even though he's our legend, Di Matteo, it weren't just him; it was the players. Also won the Champions League against Bayern Munich. But my eyes with Liam Rosler, we all know he shouldn't have been in charge at Chelsea Football Club at all. They've gone backwards. But I'm going to give him a chance. I have to give this guy because it's not his fault he's took the job. This is a big thing for him to take a Chelsea job. And I can't blame him because I blame the owners. I blame the sporting directors for this kind of mess. What's going on at the club? What's your thoughts on that, Liam? Lucifer?
Completely agree. Not his fault he's taking the job. He's obviously going to take the job. It's the biggest job he's had in his life.
Yeah.
Just like Graham Potter. Just like probably Maresca as well. Now think about it. We were thinking the same about Maresca when he came in. So yeah, it's just poor. Let's just say that. Jacob will be back, guys. Don't you guys worry.
Yo, where's Dan gone?
I don't know. I think he'll be back soon.
Fairs. What were you talking about?
About how it's not Liam Rossini's fault he took the job.
I just want you to think about what you've just said.
What?
So when you apply for a job, you get forced to do the job. So you don't get forced.
Well, with our owners, he probably has been.
Well, I wouldn't even be surprised if they went do the Chelsea club or we're sacking you from Strasbourg. We're getting rid
Exactly.
going Dan's back on. We're sacking him, bro.
Sorry
Again.
about that, guys. My internet silent when I was talking about the owners, they tried to keep me off.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to be surprised, honestly. It's like, yeah. Oh, well, should we get into doing some
The
player?
owners are messing with your internet now.
Should we get into some player ratings?
Yeah. Go on, mate.
Well, and I will put the tactics thing up. Philip Jorgensen, what are you gonna?
5.
Oh, we'll go Rob. No, yeah, we'll go Jorgensen. Dan.
Jorgensen. He came off, didn't he, the second half for Sanchez. I think he got a slight knock of injury, didn't he? So I think he was doing well in the first half. I'll give him I'll give him a 5.
Yeah, he showed good composure to deal with that dodgy back pass from Gusto. It's a really only really thing he actually done. Malo Gusto, he I didn't think he was very good at all, to be honest. He was okay.
5.
But did you see Man and Gusto really weren't playing at left back, like he played more like a 10. Did you not see that? Yeah, confirmed. Basically it's like an attacking 10, wasn't he, Luciff?
Yeah.
But did you give him 5, Luciff? I'm gonna give him 5.5.
Fair enough. I'm gonna go for a 5. Now, next we'll move on to Jarrell Hato. Showed some good defensive instincts at times, but we needed more from him in the attack. Should have done better when he fired straight at one of, I think it was Gorta, at the end of first half. I think it was Gorta that keeper, yeah.
I think he was better than Gusto. I'm going to give him a 6.
Go on.
Hato was good. We all know he ain't he scored a piece of a goal against Charlton, but he ain't really meant to be a clinical finisher. Like when he had that chance, a shot against Pafos yesterday, and it kicked it straight at the goalkeeper. I'll give him a 6.5.
I'll give him a 5.
A 5?
Yeah. Then what, buddy, is Chile?
Man, it's silly. What are you giving, Luciff? Bad, it's silly.
5. Did nothing.
I think that's quite generous. I was really not impressed.
You know what? Yeah, that's what I call him. There's three. Elusive though. The 3 players are cool at the club, innit? What I call 3 different names at the club who we got.
Yeah.
You give him so you gave Baddy, a 5, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna give him a 4.3.
Yeah, I know. Actually, I'm gonna give him a 4 just because I don't like him. Simple as.
All right.
Wesley Fofana just does absolute, mate. All he does is back passes, mate. This is like, mate. We just play
better than Badiashile.
Mate, we just play Tory football every single week, and it is actually the most boring thing you can ever watch.
I'll give him a 5.1.
Yeah, I'll give him a. Oh, this is like that game. I'll give him a 5.2.
I can't lie. Wesley Fofana, I can't really doubt him because if you actually look at Wesley Fofana, it's probably been a better centre back than the rest of them, apart from Cole being out injured.
Yeah.
So I can't really doubt Wesley Fofana. I'm going to give him a 5.5.
Yeah.
You should have just done 5.3 just for the sake of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, well then, I'll do the 5.3 then.
I'll go 5.4.
Yeah. You go 5.1, 5.2. You went 5.4, yeah?
I went
I went
5.1.
5.1.
I went
Yep.
5.2. Then he went
5.3.
5.3. Then I just
Yeah.
went 5.4. Right, there you go.
Right.
Good old. Just playing some nursery games like that's what we need at Chelsea Football Club. To be
Yeah.
fair, these players look like they've just come out of nursery, honestly. So,
100%.
Reece James fired an early effort, went wide though. His corners was okay, I guess.
I'll go 6.
Half time. Yeah, I'm gonna go 7 because I like Reece James. That's it. He was probably about 6, but yeah.
But he was poor yesterday.
Yeah, but it's Reece James, mate. We just pretend he had a good performance every time he plays. Because we love
No,
Reece.
but Jacob, you got to look at the statistics of reality. Like,
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. Reece James is I love Reece James to bits, but if he's having a poor game, yeah, for his own standards. So, what did you give him? You gave him a 5. You gave him a 6, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Reece James a 5. A 5.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Moises, we'll go Enzo Fernandez next. We'll call it. And I'll go Caicedo. That's more in order, right?
8.
Controlled it in the midfield, pressed really effectively at times, was denied 3 times by Gorta either side of half time before finally getting that header, which he thoroughly deserved, which I'm really
Realistically, this shouldn't be lower than an 8.
off something. I'm generally not. I'm some fire today. Go on.
Like, realistically, the whatever rating you give him, it shouldn't be lower than an 8.
Not lower than a 7.5 at least. Really, you can make an argument no one deserves more than a 6. But I'm going to go with him for an 8.
You can't say that.
Yeah,
8. You said 8, yeah?
Well.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a stat, yeah, from last start, yeah, when I was doing the watch, and I'll bring it up, right? And I'm going to stick, because I said, yeah, he deserves a 10 in how he was so good. He was, I had him part of one of our best players on the pitch. And on the football stat rating thing, they gave him a 10.5. So I'm gonna what I'm gonna do, Caicedo, I'm gonna give him a 9. I'm gonna take the like a timetable of the 10.5. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 9.5.
Fair enough, mate. I do respect that. Enzo Fernandez, he produced a couple of moments of magic in the final third, but didn't really come anything of it, if we're being honest to ourselves. First off, headed disallowed for silly push in the back. You could argue, but you could argue there was a silly push, which I know a lot of people were saying, but I don't know.
No, that was nothing. That should have been a goal.
A lot of people I've been talking to have said it was a little silly push, but no, I do get what you were saying there. I don't know, mate. I think I'm in the middle, to be fair, but I'm not taking it as an excuse or anything. No.
What are you giving, Jacob?
Did I not say? I'm gonna give Enzo Fernandez a 5.
Are you gonna give him a 5? Lucifer?
6.
A 6.
And then I'm gonna give him a 7.
Oh,
Right.
So you're giving it Enzo a 5 or a 7?
5. I don't think you got the
5,
job.
okay.
I think it's a 6 or a 7.
7, 6, 7.
Boys!
Oh, 5, 7, 5, 7.
Oh, I feel like I'm the most responsible one on here, mate.
I'm gonna.
Serious.
Enzo Fernandez he was greedy yesterday. Way too greedy. Amount of time he shots, but I think he was trying. He was trying.
Yeah, he was trying. Yeah.
Even against Pafos, I don't know why he was trying against Pafos. Pafos is like, well, who are they?
Yes. No, fair enough.
I'm gonna give Enzo Fernandez. I'm gonna be fair, a 6.5.
Who's to say 6.7 then? Right, we dodged a bullet there. Next one, Alejandro.
6.7. 6.7.
Aye.
67, isn't it? I hate that when people do that 6.7. I say 67. But yeah. I'll give it 6.5.
Do you know what nursery are you currently in?
I'm at the Little Oaks. I'm at the Little Oaks nursery.
Remember when the British Prime Minister done 6'7" with all them kids?
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh,
Game's
that
gone,
is
mate.
that was crazy.
Game's gone.
It's gone, innit?
Honestly, we can talk about politics after the video, I'm sure. But anyway, Alejandro Garnacho found himself in a running battle with that defender, I think.
Well.
I think. But I thought he was okay. Got back pretty well. I thought he was pretty decent in his defensive movement. Maybe should have got a goal or two.
Jacob, you sure about that?
What?
Yeah, I was about to say, do you think he was?
Yeah,
good?
you watching a different game?
Yeah. Did you have a few points before the game, mate?
No, he must have had a few whiskey or something because the whiskey special.
Genuinely.
Yeah, mate.
What he's done, he's gone to the Stamford Bridge, yeah, the bar over the road, yeah, and I for a whiskey special. So the magic eyes reckon that Garnacho. He didn't do nothing yesterday, man.
Mate, I think I should stop drinking my lemonade. Honestly, mate, they get me smashed. On the 0%.
What rating are you giving him, Jacob?
I thought he was okay. I'd probably give him a 5.5. I thought he was okay. I didn't think he was great. Definitely,
Okay.
end product wasn't good.
At least you didn't give him like
6.
Okay.
A high up.
Like what do you reckon, Dan?
I'm gonna give him a 4.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
3.
3. Yeah,
A
3. Like,
3.67.
that's what I did. A 3.
I'm giving it a 3.
I'm giving it a 3 because you know why? For when fair enough. We got the box and Neto should have crossed it to Cardacho where he got the angle. But end of the day, if he'd have gave him the ball there, he would have missed it. What he had that chance the other day from that inside the box.
Fair enough. Pedro Neto, got quite a few problems cutting in from the right in the first half. Crosses didn't get what they deserved. 13 crosses, no goals. But I don't think that was down to him in particular. But we're moving on to that in a minute. But even still, his crosses weren't good enough in my opinion.
I'm gonna go 4.
He wasn't as good in that sort of more central role in the second half. I'll give him a 6. I'll give him a 5.
A 6 or a 5?
5.6 now. I'll give him a 5.
You're gonna give him a 5. You said a 4, yeah?
I said 4, yeah.
What, Pedro Neto? I'm gonna give him a 4.2.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Next one. Moving on.
Oh, okay. All right.
You're at US of Chelsea. What's happening?
Wait, I ain't got it in my hand no more. It's been told off. Okay, Dad.
Okay, boss.
Okay, boss.
Oh,
Right.
cheerio. I'm joking. Hopefully, we have music back, bro. We're back. Cheerio. Right, who's next? What was the one player we haven't talked about already? We're gonna do a quiz, right?
Oh, is there one more? We missed one more. Who are we doing? Liam Delap?
No, we're doing João Pedro, mate.
Oh, yeah, but Liam Delap. Huh?
We don't do that, but mind you.
Talking about Liam Delap.
Joseph, what? Yo, mate, we've got Joseph H. I'm not going to say his surname. We've got Delap H on here. Do you not think he looks like Delap?
Who?
No.
Joseph.
Me?
I
I
thought.
Joseph.
No, Joseph.
I don't look like Delap.
Look, bring his picture up again.
I don't think I do.
Go on, bring the picture back up. Bring that ginger number 9 up front. Yeah, no, do you not see that?
No.
You don't see that?
No, he ain't nothing like Liam Delap. Lucy should know who he looks like. I told him the other day. Lucy, who did I tell you look like the other day?
Yo, we've got one of the US of Chelsea lads. What's happening, Tash? How we doing?
What's going on, guys?
Good. How we doing?
Good.
Before we continue, do you think this guy Joseph looks like Liam Delap?
Yosin?
Yeah,
Me.
Nah. Oh, actually, I could kind of see it a little bit.
Now, Tosh, I'll give you a player where he looks like, and you'll see the image more like Conor Gallagher.
Yeah, I could see a little bit of Connor. There's this one player that plays in Germany. I don't know his name, but I think you kind of resemble him a little bit.
Oh, I think is it Sebastian Haller? Haller.
Heller or Stellar or something like that.
No, Haller, the striker.
Oh yeah, the striker. Yep. Yeah.
I slew him.
Some
I
people
slew
say
him the other day.
people say I look like Cole Palmer.
He does not look like Cole Palmer.
I feel like Jacob looks like a baby Cole Palmer. Yeah, and I've been seeing a lot of Jacob's content, so I'm happy to be here.
I'd say Jacob looks a bit like Haaland a little bit.
Haaland.
Holland.
Mate, that's 2025, mate.
Just change your haircut and then you're Haaland's little brother, mate.
Tosh reminds me a bit of what's our old football player back in our day. I know.
Hasselbeck?
Yeah.
No, that's not.
No. Do you know who it is? Wait. Wait.
No, Samuel Eto'o.
Oh, I'll take Eto.
Yeah.
I was gonna
I'll
say
take
Drogba.
no.
That was my goat. The Drogba was my goat for sure.
Yeah, it was my guy as well, Drogba.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it looks like Essien.
That was like my favorite player, but the player that made me a Chelsea fan, it was between Drogba and like Super Frank, probably. It was between those two. But yeah, man.
He do quite look like Drogba, to be fair.
Changed the name to Drogba.
I'm looking at you now, Tosh, by your fate sheet, yeah.
Yeah.
There's one player that I used to play with back in my day, because I used to be next to Pro, yeah. Cole.
Cole, yeah.
Would you love my mate Cole?
You know, I got Kalu. Some people think I look like Kalu when I shave the head.
Yeah, Kalu.
Yeah.
I mean, before we keep rambling on, Tash from United Citizens of Chelsea, make sure you sub to him, by the way, and everyone else. But we'll do that plug later. But what was your opinion? Can I just go through the players and just give me like a few words quickly? Because we've already.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Philip Jorgensen.
I call him Flip the Crypt, man. I think he's he's more of he gives me criminal activities, the type of vibes, you know what I mean? He seems like he has potential, but he's not. He doesn't fit in the Chelsea model. Apparently he got injured first half against Pafos.
Yeah.
I didn't really see the injury, so I don't know. Out of 10, ooh, this is being generous. I'll give him a 5 out of 10, only because he played well in the Conference League last season, but it was a Conference League, you know. So it's I don't take it too seriously, you know.
For all these players, just give me an out of 10. Yeah, Malo Gusto.
His first season, I would have gave him like a 7.5, 8. I think under Poch, he showed himself to be like a solid defender. Under Maresca, man, I'll give him like a 6 under Maresca. I hated seeing him in that 10 space. It really like disrupted a lot of like Cole's ability to maneuver. And then I won't call myself an Enzo Fernandez hater, but I'm very critical of him because he's supposed to be our double pivot next to Caicedo, but the guy just loves to crash the box. Like, it's like, come on, man. Like, he doesn't really have the defensive work rate. I don't think he really he doesn't have the legs to be a proper 8. You know what I mean? So I like him in the 10 though. And if you played Palmer out wide, that would probably be ideal.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, we were talking about the lap. I mean, I thought the lap was not good. I think a lot of the criticisms were very, very unjustified and harsh. However, criticisms got to be due. You know, we know just Neto 13 crosses. I'm not saying they were the best of crosses, but he should have at least got 1 or 2 of them. Really, he should have got a hat trick in the game. Really. I didn't think he was that good. I don't know about you. We'll start with Joseph.
Yeah, I don't know about. Yeah,
I'll give him a 4 out of 10.
Did
You're
nothing.
right.
Realistically, though.
I think Delap is he's a project at the end of the day, and if you've watched him play in Ipswich, he wasn't getting a lot of service, but when he got the ball, he actually did some things with it. He was a kind of like a ball wrecker, you know, like he would just pick up the ball from a deep space and just run. And I think with Chelsea, we're focused like way too much on the wide play, especially with our wingers.
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys can agree, but I'm getting sick of seeing Garnacho and Neto start every game. Um, I think Gittins should have started that last game over Garnacho just because we haven't seen Gittins really play, and it seems like the fan base is being a little impatient with him. Like they're calling him shit and they're saying like, oh, he's not that good. But it's like we didn't see the kid play, so but and I think Delap's a little bit similar. He got injured early on in the season, so I think that's kind of slowed him down. But he had a really good game, I think, against it was City, and then there was a game following that, and I liked his hold up play. I didn't think it was too bad. I just think he needs to he just needs more service. But you mentioned the crosses from Neto, bro. Those crosses were sending me to the moon. Like, and a lot of people are trying to blame Delap for not being in the right spot, but I'm like, who's to really blame? The guy who's spamming crosses or the guy who's just waiting for a decent cross to come to him? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, fair enough.
The only thing with Neto, he's a good player, but when he crosses it, the only thing what he is so frustrating, he looks down instead of looking up.
Mm-hmm.
If he looks up more focused and cross it in, maybe. But I always said it from day one. Liam Delap is not a Chelsea proven player. We shouldn't got the kid in the first place. I'm
Yeah.
thinking maybe if he was in a different, if he went to another club and we delivered somewhere like Everton or somewhere like Palace for a couple of years. Yes, at Ipswich he scored 12 goals for them,
Mhm.
but I don't think he's a ready, proven player for Chelsea yet. He's not ready to be a Chelsea, big player for the big clubs.
I
If he'd have
mean,
went and gone and played other different kind of clubs and from Ipswich, then had that, maybe he would have got the goals, and in coming years he'll be a really good striker. I'm not saying he's crap. I'm not saying he's rubbish,
He's young.
but he's young. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
young. But the thing is, it's too much pressure for him to be a main star for Chelsea, as to be a star talent as a number one striker for Chelsea. But I can't blame him coming to Chelsea because this is a young model generation for Chelsea Football Club where, like, me and my mates and probably a few of you Chelsea fans, I'm not sure if you, I don't know if you think the owners are great in this thing, but the situation of way they're bringing in kids, yeah, kids don't win you leagues, major
Yeah.
trophies, and like a criteria, if Liam Delap comes in, you need an experienced striker, a properly experienced, like a Didier Drogba, to financial helping these young strikers in the club to deliver them to becoming good. Because we've had that years before, where Lukaku came in when Didier Drogba helped Lukaku when he was young, or the likes of Daniel Sturridge. We had Jimmy Floyd Hasbank or the Nicholas Anelkas and like players to help the striker with Delo to becoming good. But at the club now, we ain't got that. So if you're bringing a striker in, it's going to be average. Yeah, fair enough. His injuries didn't help. He come back. We played the Wolverhampton Cup game, and his tempo was stupid. Soon after he come back from injury, gets himself sent off in that game. Missed a couple of games after that. Then we played him. And then he did score a goal against Barcelona. I'll give him the credit for that. But his attitude for a bit is like his dad, and that's not going to help him. What he needs to do is keep his head down, focus, and play. And now Liam Ross is there. He's worked with him at Hull City, and he at Hull City he was good, but in a Championship level to a Premier League, is a dead cat of a fish. So it's more like the coach. The championship. Like I always say, from day one, the championship is more physical and more quantity than the Premier League. It's more better because it's a better challenge where clubs in that championship want to trying to promote to the Premier League, where the Premier League is fast paced and it's more technical.
Yeah,
And that's why I think Liam Delap's not. I don't think he's ready. So I'm going to give Liam Delap. I'm going to rate Liam Delap here a 6.
Yeah, that's fair.
For that game.
Joseph, obviously talking about the Chelsea versus Pafos game, what are you rating him?
Like, he didn't get on the ball much, and when he did, he would just lay it off to someone. Like, I can't really remember him having a shot. Like, give him a 5.5.
Yeah, Tash, what would you give him out of 10?
For that, for the Pafos game or overall?
Oh no, Pafos game, yeah.
Yeah, around the same as the fellas. 5.5, 6. I think the low block. He has difficulty playing against the low block. And he's a physical guy, but it seems like he's not able to put himself in the correct positions to use his physicality. I don't know if he's really an aerial threat for the size of player. And I think I have the same questions for João Pedro. Like, we brought in two strikers that, for Delap, I'll give him the excuse. He's been injured. But João Pedro has been, and because of the Club World Cup, I think we've kind of, there's some revisionist history. But when João Pedro was playing at Brighton, people don't know. Like, I think about 50% of his goals were penalties. So he's not like an out and out striker. So I think Chelsea recruitment did us a disservice because Delap is not a starter, and as a Chelsea starter, at least he could be a serviceable backup. And João Pedro is not. He's a 9 that just doesn't bring his shooting boots. You know what I mean? He's like a hold up. He likes to hold up. He likes to take touches on the ball. So it's a bit difficult. I would still like to see João Pedro at a 9 rather than 10 because I think at the 10 he just doesn't move the ball fast enough. But I think the management, we need an out and out striker. We had a chance to get Osimhen, but the wage structure is not gonna like suffice for him. But I have a question for you guys, like, because it's kind of hard for me to kind of think of who would fit on Chelsea as a striker and fit the model, like the wages model. Who would you guys want?
What's a striker?
Yeah, as a striker, because I think João Pedro would be a good backup, or like someone you could play in the 10 as well, and then maybe Delap as a backup. But who would you want as a starter?
Yeah, I mean, quick, I'm just gonna visualize the crossing with Neto and Delap on it while we talk. Who would I want as a striker? Well, you see, bringing in Delap, I weren't too mad at it. It was more the João Pedro thing, but it's a really difficult one. Well, there was strikers available. Isaac was available. Ekatike was available. Sesko was available. Gyökeres was available. Well, and now there's not really any top strikers available. Like
Mateta's available. I don't know if you guys see him as a top striker.
We're talking about top strikers. We're talking about top strikers. We're not talking about Mateta.
Yeah, and I think if we brought in Mateta, Chelsea fans wouldn't be happy. Even though I think he's a decent player, I don't think I don't think he'll have a fun time at Chelsea. We're pretty critical.
There's a good question about the strikers. Sesko, I don't think he's too clinical for United.
Yes,
you're talking about there is still top strikers out there. People forget it might be the Saudi league, but they're in the Saudi league, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But there's Ivan Toney still out there. He's still young. Why can't you bring him in for Chelsea, where he'll be capable to finish the goals? There's another striker in the Saudis who plays with Kante, right? His name's called Maklesa Savic, right? Who used to play for the Bayern Munich team, and he's 27 years of age, and he's been banging goals in the Saudis. So why don't you bring him in? There is top strikers out there, and as we know, there's Victor Osimhen, right? The guy wanted Chelsea Football Club since he was a kid,
yeah,
and he loved